my course selection for 8th grade. It's course card time. It's that time of year to select your classes for the upcoming school year. You'll use this presentation, the electronic course card that's linked below, and the course description as your planning tools. You will not turn in the course card. Everything that you'll need is linked in the SMORE newsletter and sent out to students and parents today. They were sent out this morning. This year, you're going to enter all your classes, similar to last year, into HACC. All classes need to be in HACC by January 18th. Make sure you review your middle school course guide. They are linked here before you begin. It contains course descriptions, pathways, scheduling information, and more. The course selection, course registration information was sent out this morning, as I said. This is a picture of the SMORE newsletter. Everything you need, including this presentation, is linked in this letter. You'll need to select your classes and enter them in HACC at home with your parents. You will not turn in a course card to your counselor. Let's begin with the required course options. A reminder, Frisco ISD retired the term pre-AP last year. The new term advanced is what we'll use in place of pre-AP. ILA 8 advanced is going to be the term instead of pre-AP ILA 8. Students are encouraged to challenge themselves by taking advanced courses, but should expect the course to move at a faster pace and go in depth on a specific topics of study. Here's an image of the required course card, part of the course card on the district card that's listed online. You'll need to choose on level or advanced for ILA 8, Science 8, Math 8. If you plan to take Algebra 1 advanced, please notice the course prerequisites. All 7th graders will be taking an algebra readiness test late in the spring to see if you qualify for algebra. This is a readiness test to be able to see if you are ready for the course. More information will be sent out to parents after the exam is taken. This is nothing you need to study for. As of right now, you'll select the class that you think you'll be in next year, but then a recommendation letter will be sent after the test to let you know what you might want to pick. You can change your course options at that time. If you're in GT right now, on your planning card, you're going to write GT next to ILA. But the district will upload any students who are listed are currently in GT to HACC. So at this time, or when you go enter your classes in HACC, you'll need to put ILA or ILA Advanced for your class. If you plan to take geometry next year, those are students who are currently in algebra. You can write that next to math, but then on HACC, that will be a selection for you. On this course card, U.S. History is already selected for you. Please check the classes that you would like to take on your planning card. A note on Algebra 1. Algebra 1 Advanced is a high school level course and may be dropped at the first 6 weeks or at the end of the semester after grades are posted. This is an exception to the high school drop policy and only affected for Algebra 1 Advanced taken in middle school level. The grade for this course will be posted on the high school transcript and will be used for GPA calculation. To enroll in Algebra 1 Advanced, the student must either successfully complete Math 7 Advanced. So if you're currently in Math 7 Advanced right now, students will also take an algebra readiness test, as I mentioned before, in the spring to determine if a student's ready for algebra. Or if you're completing Math 7 right now, and then you score an 80% or higher on the 8th grade math exam for acceleration. Students will also take algebra readiness tests in the spring and will assess this will help assist in determining if the student's ready for algebra. If you have any questions about anything with algebra or with math for next year, ask your math teacher or you can come talk to your counselor. Let's review the electives section. These are the classes that are offered to 8th graders for next year. If you'll notice, it's a large list compared to the ones you had last year. But remember, students who took PE class in 6th and 7th grade can elect to take a PE class in 8th grade. It is an elective and it's a choice for next year. Courses that are not listed on the district course card, but we offer them here at Trent. Art 3, remember it's a prerequisite, is Art 2. Theater production, students can pick this class in HACC, but there's also an audition to determine placement. Skills for Independent Living 2. If you took Skills for Independent Living 1 this year, you can take that class. It is listed on HACC. And Partners PE, students can sign up for that in HACC as well, but there is a required application. Any classes that you must have an application, you'll get more information about that at a later time. Please choose carefully when making your course selections. You need to commit to these courses for a full year. Signing up for electives, a few things to note. You're going to number your classes 1 to 5, with 1 being the class you want the most. So 1, 2, and 3 are the classes that you want to take. 4 and 5 will be your alternates. If you take algebra, geometry, Spanish 1 or Spanish 2, it will be for high school credit and it will count in your GPA. A side note on Spanish 1 and 2, if you're currently in Spanish 1 as a 7th grader, you will sign up for Spanish 2 for next year. This is a requirement. Health is also a high school credit class that counts towards your GPA. We have teen leadership or lead worthy and health. That is not counted in for high school credit, but the health class part of it is. Computer science, engineering design, and digital graphics and animation are classes offered to 7th and 8th grade students. You can only take these classes one time in middle school. So if you're currently taking any of these classes as a 7th grader, you may not sign up for these in 8th grade. So for example, if you're currently in computer science right now, you might consider taking one of the other electives. You will not be able to take that in 8th grade. If you're interested in off-campus PE, this is if you participate in a sport like ice skating or hockey or gymnastics outside of school. Your parents will need to complete an application online. Everything goes through the district first, and then they will update the counselors as students get the approval for off-campus PE. Select the classes you want for now, and if this is something that you end up being a part of for next year, we will adjust your schedule. Theater production, yearbook, broadcast, which is also digital communications too, Partners PE, and office aid positions, office, library, and band all require an application. Again, the information about applications and auditions will be coming out pretty soon. Please watch your email and also the SMORE newsletter. I will update there. The directors will tell us which band, choir, and orchestra class you take. If you are staying in the class, make sure you pick it as one of your top 3 choices. When you go to HACC and you select band or choir or orchestra, those are listed as band master, choir master, or orchestra master. We will place you in the appropriate classes at a later time. Make sure you follow the sequence of classes. For example, if you were in Art 1 in 6th grade, you're possibly in Art 2 in 7th grade, you need to pick Art 3 as an 8th grader. Let's say as a 7th grader, you started Art, but you didn't take it in 6th grade. So you're in Art 1 now as a 7th grader, you need to take Art 2 next year as an 8th grader. You are not required to take a PE class in 8th grade if you have already taken it for 2 years. You can choose it as one of your electives. You can only choose one PE class as an elective during the school year. So for example, if you want to sign up for strength and conditioning, you can't also sign up for athletics at the same time. So just one PE class in a school year. Aid classes and application classes should not be your 4th and 5th choices. Those need to be if you really want them, be your 1st, 2nd, or 3rd choice. Remember to choose 5 electives. As I mentioned before, 3 of them will be the classes you want. So 1, 2, and 3 on your card are the ones you want the most, and then 2 will be your alternates. There's a video linked in the newsletter and guide you through selecting your alternates on HACC. There's also a step-by-step instruction sheet that will help you as well. Important, while every effort is made to schedule students into their elective courses of their choosing, students are not guaranteed enrollment in elective choices. Enrollment numbers and master scheduling conflicts can result in students having to be registered for an alternate elective choice. High school credit classes. These classes count for GPA. GPA stands for grade point average. Grades in these classes will be posted on your high school transcript and calculated in the student's high school GPA. For Spanish, Health, Algebra 1, these are high school level courses and will follow the high school drop policy. Students may drop these courses after the first 6 weeks or at the end of the marking period. If you get into a class and it's too difficult and you're struggling with it, please talk to your teacher and your counselor and your parents before we consider any kind of drops. The high school course catalog will explain GPA, high school transcripts, other courses in much more detail. So please visit that on the district website. Instruction to support future academic success. When we review the STAR scores and benchmarks, CBAs, things like that for students, there may be a discussion about possibly taking a math or reading lab for the following year. This would take place of one of the elective classes. Middle school registration and academic information. On the second page or the back of the scheduling card, there's lots of information. I encourage parents and students to review this carefully. There's a link to that here. Also, regarding schedule changes, students will have until April 15th to make some changes, but then also we'll have to wait till the beginning of the school year if anything else. So right now, it's really important between now and January 18th to pick the classes that you want the most. But if you think about something later, you want to make changes, please contact your counselor. If you have any questions, there is a link in the SMORE newsletter that will take you to a form and you can fill that information out. Ms. Greggins and I will be watching those responses and getting back to you as quick as possible if you have any questions, parents or students. A reminder that all classes need to be entered in HACC by January 18th. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day.